When LeBron James had first joined the Lakers, we figured they'll get a few prime years out of LeBron, but eventually there's going to have to be a downfall. And now this season, we got to ask ourselves, approaching the month of March, when is prime AD going to kick in? Because initially, at some point, when they traded for him, there was going to have to be an initial takeover. And during that championship season, we saw glimpses of it. Even in the finals, where AD, after game 3, he was making a case for the MVP. The only reason he didn't get the MVP because he got hurt. But at the end of the day, we never saw that prime AD ever again. And LeBron James at his age, he's still great, but he cannot carry a team going forward. It's too much mileage on those legs. But at some point, prime AD has to take over. And with all his injury inconsistencies, I'm not sure if we're ever going to see that happen. But with LeBron James now having this ankle injury, it's almost like we get a nice little window to see if AD can step up. And AD should be putting up monster numbers. There's no reason that this should not be happening, because this should have been the initial plan going forward. LeBron eventually would have had to pass the baton to AD after being on the Lakers for at least 4 years. At some point, it'd be like, AD, you got to be Kobe to Shaq. When Shaq was like kind of being lazy or going through his injury spurts, Kobe actually carried the Lakers and made sure that they had a decent record until Shaq recovered and got into the playoffs, and then Shaq went in and did his work. AD was supposed to be in that type of role. And it's almost like with the inconsistencies with the injuries, I don't know, it's kind of funny. And everyone's kind of seeing the real AD right now. He's kind of getting exposed a little bit in these past few years with the Lakers. But once again, his body got to get right. I mean, just the way he lands, he falls, he gets injured way too often. I figured LeBron James at some point probably thought AD would take over a lot more, minus the injuries. But just when he is available, just monstrous AD. LeBron James thought he would see that at least. But AD is kind of making a case for it now because, he's starting to put in the work with LeBron James being out. The Lakers are kind of doing their thing, gaining some momentum. Right now, they're in the play-in, but either way, AD is going to get tested. So, because even if they get into the playoffs, they're going to be facing the top seeds early on. LeBron James right now, he's at an age where, he could felicitate the offense, but he's not going to be the main go-to guy. He can control the pace. Remember, LeBron James is a basketball wizard. As far as his mindset, the way he sees the game, he understands the outcomes. So AD has that to his advantage, but AD is supposed to be putting in the physical work. And LeBron James, from time to time this season, had put out little sprinkles of little quotes, kind of hinting to AD that he expects him to step up. That's why at times you see AD frustrated with LeBron. But at the end of the day, LeBron is speaking facts. AD is at a prime age. He should be in his prime for at least 4 more years. So at the end of the day, is he underperforming and kind of, stunting the Lakers' growth a little bit? Because the expectation here was at some point for AD to become the 1A guy and LeBron James just be the facilitator. And if AD doesn't step up, at some point it's going to lead to a clash between him and LeBron. But with LeBron out now, we're going to see if AD is going to step up and if Laker fans are going to get the AD that they expected after the trade.